I'm staying at a hotel by the airport. Jealous? Here's the deal. I have a gig tomorrow night, but I couldn't fly from Vancouver to Toronto and get to the show in time on the same day. So I had to fly in the day before, which is today. That all makes sense, right? So tomorrow I'm doing a show in Campbellford, Ontario. Not Kembleford, which is a village in England where Father Brown solves mysteries. I'm going to Campbellford. I assume it's where they make soup. Giant can factory. Slogging soup into it. I don't know. I'll research before the show tomorrow. I'm playing at a place called The Barn, which sounds cool. I think what they've done is they've built this performing arts center. It's about a 500-seat theater, and it draws people from all these different rural communities into this place to see acts. Having said that, it may just be a dude's barn. I guess we'll see. So I'm gonna hit the sack now, not now. First I have to review an animation assembly for an episode of Corner Gas Animated, which we're hoping to have news about it airing outside of Canada very soon. Stay tuned to this channel. By the way, subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Make sure you subscribe here and click the little bell notification too. That way you'll always be alerted whenever I post a new video. So I'm gonna do a little work on the animation assembly, then I'm gonna have a bite to eat, and then lay down for 8 hours, which I believe is what most doctors recommend. Get a gut load of something and then down for 8 or 9 hours. And then up tomorrow, and then drive to Campbellford, Ontario for the show. So if you're into that kind of sweet road comedy action, stick around and see what goes down. Goes down is how the cool kids say it in the street. That is gorgeous. Good morning. Look at that breathtaking view. Over 200 different shades of beige. Just stunning. Well, I'm up, I'm showered, I'm shaved, I'm breakfasted. Whatever the past tense of breakfast is, broke fast. I had turkey sausage and eggs, and without a scientific background, it would be difficult for a lay person such as myself to determine the difference between the turkey sausage and a candle. There it is, right there. Look at that. Tastes like a candle, but looks like something you snapped off a mummified pharaoh. I'm just cracking wise. So far, all I've done is complain in this video, and I have nothing to complain about. So it's time to get ready, get dressed, and head to the gig. So let's go. All right, so I get here to Campbellford, and it's ridiculous. It's like the most gorgeous, quaint little town I've ever seen in my life. It's like a movie set, and I'm such a bonehead, I didn't give myself any time to go around town and shoot stuff. I got here just in time to do the gig. I stopped at this tourist information booth to find out where the exact barn theater is, and it's right along this river. So this is all I can shoot to show you the town of Campbellford. Sitting right along the river here. Unbelievable. It's so gorgeous, this town. It's like being on a movie set. I wish I could show it to you. Anyway, got to get to the gig. All right, made it to the show venue, and they got it set up with like little bake sale kiosks and everything around there. It's every bit as quaint as Campbellford. Like Father Brown could solve many murders in this place. Look, they got a little cupcake booth set up. Somebody's going to poison the batter so that they can eliminate a rival. And oh my God, hang on. It is an actual barn. We better head inside and check this out. Yeah, it looks like a barn. We are inside a barn. There's a stage. They got it set up kind of cool, actually. And they said it's going to be sold out, so... All right, we'll be doing this later. Yeah, nothing sexier than that. That goes right to Sports Illustrated right there, that shot. Just imagine me shirtless for a second. All right, that's plenty. Come on now, you're having too much fun with that. So we're gonna do a little quick Q&A. Let me make sure the microphone's on. If you have any questions, just fire them out. Go ahead, yell. Are you okay? You're really working that fan. I know it's hot, but like, do you need the hose or something? Should we come in? It's warm out here in farm country, but what's that?
Don't discourage her. She's cooling me down too.
Oh, yes. All right. Well, I don't want to get in the middle of something there. How does it feel to be a cartoon character? Seriously, you could have asked me that long before Corner Gas Animated came along, and it would have been a completely legitimate question. I've always felt like a bit of a cartoon. Like I grew up watching cartoons, and I was into cartoons, and I drew cartoons, and I always kind of felt I was a cartoon. When I first got into doing any kind of acting, like my goal was never to act, I always just wanted to do stand-up comedy, but every now and then I'd get an audition for a part, sometimes I'd get a part. And seriously, the number one direction that I've had from directors over the years is this. They come up to me after a take and they go, "That was good, could you do it again, but be less cartoony?" I get that all the time. There's a lot of me going, "Huh?" That kind of thing, I think. Trying to be serious. I was on an episode of The X-Files. I was a medical examiner, and they had to say, "Could you be less cartoony?" Oh! Some quality acting.
Why can't we get Corner Gas in the States so you can sell your CDs?
Why can't you get Corner Gas in the States? Well, you can. You can get the live action. So it's available on Amazon Prime. 107 episodes and the movie are all available on Amazon Prime in the States. Are you from the States?
We are.
I guess it was weird that I would even ask that, right? It'd be weird that you would be upset about, why can't our cousins down in the States?
If you bombed at comedy, what would be your...
Gee, man, it's like you had 3 lungs in your chest there. Scared the hell out of me. You ask your question, then I'll go change my pants. Fire away. Ask your question. I'm prepared for it now.
If you bombed at comedy, what would be your next dream job?
If I bombed at comedy, well, first of all, it's such a far-fetched concept that, I don't even know where to begin with that. I don't know. Is there any money to be made in the pie-eating circuit? I might do that. Might be my next living. I don't know. Something to do with drawing, probably. I'd doodle. I'll tell you that. Something you can do sitting down. Whatever it is. How am I doing with my cheese dog habit? Well, it depends who you talk to, me or my doctor. It depends who. No, I don't. In real life, I don't. Like I used to eat chili cheese dogs every day, and there was a point where even as a idiot 23-year-old who drank too much, I said, I gotta knock it off with the chili cheese dogs. So that's one of the reasons I wrote it into the show. It's because I really missed having chili cheese dogs. So I thought, well, if my character's eating them, that's it. It's not really me. So I wrote it in, and then it just took off. And so, yeah, I was, and man, it was just time to wrap it up. I felt we needed to pull the plug on it. Because for those of you who didn't hear, he said, why did Corner Gas end when it was still, the ratings were good and people liked the show? Here's the other side of that coin is, we could be sitting somewhere, I could have somebody come up to me and go, why are you still doing Corner Gas? Still dead, nobody likes this, it's foolish of you. You don't want to get there. That's, you want to go when people want you to stay. Listen, I've been to house parties where they handed me my coat. It's not a great feeling. Hey, you asked a question earlier. You just changed your voice. You thought you could get away with it. I'm somebody different now.
What's your favorite heckle?
What's my favorite heckle?
Like after all of them, was there one that you were like, yeah, that was good?
Like of somebody heckling me?
Well, did you heckle
Me? No.
Okay, so let's go with...
Because I don't know. I don't think there's ever been a heckle where somebody's heckled me and I went, yeah! That's why I was puzzled by the premise of your question. Wow, he nailed me. Good one, sir. I congratulate your cruelty. No, here's my favorite moment, though. My favorite heckle-related moment. One time I was doing a show at this club in Vancouver called the Urban Well, and it was a regular place. A lot of the audience who came every week, so it was a lot of regulars, and a lot of the same comedians. So it was a very kind of familial place, and the comedians come down there and work out material and stuff like that. Very fun. And everybody kind of knew everybody. Every now and then, though, you'd get somebody who was new to the scene and didn't know what the situation was. And one night, I would MC the shows, and one night I was up doing a show, and the guy came into the crowd, and he had never been there before. And I was doing a show, and he yelled something about, I can't remember the exact heckle, but it was something to do with me being fat. That was the nuts and bolts of it, was something about, me being fat. And it was right around the time that the Christina Aguilera song was popular. And so I just started singing to him. I said, I am beautiful, no matter what you say. And the whole crowd went, words can't break me. And the guy's look was just, what the hell did I walk into? It was about 90 seconds. He got up and walked out. He was like, I'm at some cult meeting or something. I'm going to swing the camera around so we can see you all. I want to show the folks at home before we go this venue, because this is a pretty funky venue. I've never played in a place like this before. In an actual barn. I feel like I'm on an episode of Hee Haw. It's fantastic. I feel like I should be sitting on a hay bale playing the banjo. I feel like a dope just standing here talking. So I'm going to swing the camera around. If you don't want to be on YouTube, cover your face or something, or like duck behind a saddle or pick up a pig and put it in front of your face. Do something, grab something in the barn here and cover yourself. Here we go. To the folks, everybody here at the barn in Campbellford, Ontario, look at these lovely folks. Oh, it's kind of dark. You can kind of see them. There they are. As I understand it, many of them are not even farmers.